Hello and welcome to How to Register, Search and Apply on Find an Apprenticeship. I'm here on behalf of the National Apprenticeship Service to talk to you about how to register, search and apply for an apprenticeship using a government system called Find an Apprenticeship. The reason we're covering this topic is because at some point in your future you may want to consider applying for an apprenticeship, and so it will be important for you to understand where and how to apply. And March the 1st to March the 6th is National Careers Week, so it's really important that we're giving you this information at a time that's good for you to use it, and when companies and organisations are ready to hear from people like yourselves. As a country, we're currently going through some uncertain times because of the coronavirus pandemic, but we are still here to support you and want to use this time to help you to prepare for your future. Find an Apprenticeship is a huge database of the apprenticeship jobs in England that are currently being advertised. There are many benefits to using the government system Find an Apprenticeship. It's free, it's very easy to use, it's safe and it's secure. It makes applying for vacancies easier and quicker, and if you're able to track your applications and save them to come back to look at them again later. It provides in-depth information for every vacancy, and you can create alerts to notify you of new vacancies. Now, the alerts are really useful and can help you to quickly know when something of interest is coming up for you. How to register. So, to get started then, one way of accessing the site is to go through amazingapprenticeships.com/FAA. That will load a screen with the following region options that we can see in front of us. For us, it's the South. So click on that and it will take you to the gov.uk apprenticeship search page. You can also find this search site via Google by typing in Find an Apprenticeship. What we're going to do now is we're going to have a look at how the process works. So how to register. If you go onto that site and you can see the website there, this is what it will look like when you first go into the website, www.gov.uk/apply apprenticeships. The first thing you need to do is look at the circle and you need to create an account. When you click on create an account, this page here will open up. First of all, you add your name and your date of birth. Then you need to add your home address, and we'll just take you to the next slide. Then you need to add your home address. So remember, you'll need to know your postcode and also your email address. Make sure this is an email address that you have access to, as it will be sent an activation link via email. So that email address is one that will be used. So you're probably better off using your school. Also remember to make sure that this is a suitable email address that is professional in nature. If you're not sure, you can ask me at any point. It's Mr. Lake, so you can just email me if you need to kind of have a little bit of advice on that. But my advice would always be just use your school one and not your personal one, because it's professional and it's the best place to have information that you're storing and you know how to get hold of it. So once you've gone into your emails and you've verified your account, you'll then be able to sign in and enter your email address and password. The page that you see will look like this. So you type in your mobile phone number or a landline number and then create a password there, and then you verify it so you know you're clear what your password would be. And then we come to this one here. So when you start searching, you have the option of using various filters. As you start typing, you'll notice that suggestions of words will appear underneath on the screen, and we can see we've typed D, so where we started typing here, and then digital engineering and digital marketing have both appeared. To the left of this box, you can also select if there's a particular employer that you've got in mind. So you can put keywords and references in across there. The system should automatically, as you see from the second arrow, should automatically remember your postcode, but it's always best just to check that because sometimes it will pick up a different postcode. You can then, once you put your postcode in, select how far you want to be able to travel for your apprenticeship. So if you say, right, 20 miles, that's kind of the limit to which you want to go. That will get you to Reading. Then you put that in and you'll be able to pick up most of the choices that you do have over there. And then it says apprenticeship level and it says all levels. Now, you may remember from a previous assembly that I've done, or visit video like this, is that you get different levels of apprenticeship depending on where you start. Also depends on the kind of money that you originally earn. The levels aren't really in the long term that important because it doesn't matter where you start. Once you get on that conveyor belt, you move on. But different levels, different apprenticeships have different expectations about the different levels that you're working in. So that's a bit that can really confuse people. What you need to remember is that the levels are not about your academic ability. It's just about that's the level the employer is offering at the time. So unless you've got a kind of really specific level in mind that you want to go into, my advice would be to leave it on all levels, because you don't want to start shutting down options that might be good for you just because you put the wrong level thing in. Go to our next slide. So we are now looking at managing your alerts. So when you've put all your information in search filters, a screen like this will appear and it will give you lots of really useful information. Firstly, at the top of the page, it will show you how many results have been returned for that particular search. And so for the search that went in there, they've got 40 apprenticeships within the selected area that fit within that remit. So you think, brilliant, okay, that's great. And then it's got the first one up there and it tells you information about it. It's 16.5 miles away, it closes in 5 days, there's a start date attached to it. The most important thing to remember on this page is to press the receive alerts button. So you can see, it's also circled in red, you've got receive alerts for this search. So if ever an opportunity comes up for a job that's along the same lines, then you'll get a ping. You get pinged as soon as that apprenticeship comes up, and then you can access it as quickly as it comes out and see if it's any good for you, if it's something you're interested in doing. It's so important for you to remember, as it's the very best way to use the website, because it does all the hard work for you. You've just got to have it set up correctly to support what you want to do. So if we move on to our next slide, we're looking at planning our journey time. So this is also a useful journey time button attached here. If you click on it, it will show you different options that you can select, from including bus, driving, train, walking, cycling. So you tell it how you're getting to work, and then it will help you with the distances and about how long it will take you to get to those different places. So realistically, if a whole load of jobs come up, you can say, right, okay, I want it if I can get there in this time. So you don't waste your time. You're refining your search all the time. You're making sure that you're going in to do the right thing, and you're not wasting anyone else's time either, which is just as important. There's a video there which has got a link which I will share with your tutors, because we can't actually watch it at the moment. I hope this information has been useful to you. This website, because that's all this is about this website, is so powerful. Because it's a government-run website, all the information on it comes nationally, is completely up to date. And it also, what you can see in front of you there, shows you all the support that's available out there to help guide you in the right direction. If you've got any questions, you can contact the National Apprenticeship Service Helpline or on social media on some of the links that are in front of you there. You can also contact the National Career Service, but basically you can contact me. I can be your first port of call if you have any questions about apprenticeships or you want a bit of help. I hope this has been useful and you do take the opportunity to look at the options available. I would say also use this with the school's Eclipse educational career search engine, which I've done an assembly about previously, and you can speak to your tutor if you want to, because they will have a copy of that assembly. So try and use all the things which we are trying to put in front of you to make sure you're choosing and putting yourself in the right direction. Okay, I hope this was useful, guys. Goodbye.